Today I wanted to show you what sort of features the mileage tracker has for allowing you to log miles for vehicles. When you first go to log.mileswith.us, you'll see a sign-in screen. You can sign in with a username and password, and that's something you can do when you click on the sign up button. If you don't have a profile, you just go ahead and click on the sign up button and you'll be directed to the sign up screen, and you basically fill out the pertinent information: username, password, an email address, and your first and last name. And if you don't put in the right information, it'll tell you that, hey, these fields are required. I'm going to go ahead and log in and use my own username and password. This is your main screen that you receive when you first log in to the application. Your main actions are: you can add mileage for a vehicle, you can add a new car, or you can view a car history. And this is designed this way so that when you look at this via a tablet or a smartphone, those are the three things you're going to want to do the most. And so when you first want to add mileage, you click on the add mileage button. It's going to give you a list of vehicles that you want to. It's going to ask you which vehicle do you want to add mileage to. And so in this case, I would say I want to select the Toyota Camry, I want to set the date, and I want to set the beginning mileage. And when I do that, it's going to take me to the mileage history screen. And so this shows me all the miles that were logged for various purposes over the course of this year so far. And so you can see there's a very long list. We break it down by year. So if you wanted to see the previous years, you just click on the previous year's buttons. It'll show you basically from January to December 2012, 2011. You can also add miles to this screen as well. So if you click on add miles, it takes you to this screen here. Click on cancel, it takes you back. If you feel like you made a mistake, you can click on it and say and save the changes for that. One of the things that this does is when you come in to modify it, it's assuming that you're going to put in an end mileage point at this time. So it adds this 0 here. It forces you to put in an end mileage. But if you just come in to fix the start mileage, just go ahead and delete the field that says end and hit save. If you put in a value that's less than the start value, it'll throw out an error for you saying that it can't be a negative number. And also, if you want to delete a particular record, you just come in here and press the X on the right hand side, and that will delete it from your list. At the top up here, you'll see some navigation bar that allows you to do certain operations for this application. You can add mileage from this point. You can manage your vehicles. You can view a car's history, and you can manage your user profile. If you click on the Manage Cars link, it directs you to a list of vehicles that you have in the system. And you can see here, this list is pretty long. I have 4, 5, 6, about 7 or 8 vehicles in here. Unfortunately, I've been using this system since 2011, so I have records for vehicles that I no longer have and no longer use. So if I were to have all of these on the main screen, it would be pretty long. If I were to come in here and say I want to view history for a vehicle, or I want to add miles to a vehicle and I'm not using it anymore, there's no point in having it on this screen. So I'm able to inactivate that vehicle so it doesn't show up. This way I won't be able to log any kind of miles to it. I won't be able to use it at all. If I wanted to bring it back into service, I can always reactivate it through the Activate Car button. The difference between activating a vehicle or inactivating a vehicle and removing a vehicle is that if you remove a vehicle, that information is gone from the system forever. It's not going to be retrievable. So it's best if you ever think about planning on using that vehicle again, or if you need to keep a history of the miles that have been logged for that vehicle, like you need a mileage log for And you keep that mileage log for a few years, and it's best to just inactivate it. That way you can come back and get those miles back. Like I said, you can also, from this page, you can view car history and add miles. Those are the same links that are on the main page. And if you go to the main page, of course, those links aren't there anymore. If you were to use this on a tablet, the look up top would be a little bit different. I'm going to try to resize this screen here to make it look like a tablet. So I have a tablet look and feel I'm going to bring over here real quick. And so the 640 by 480 view, all you will see if you go to any of the screens is that on the main page you'll see the main 3 buttons. And if you were to go to another page, it will show you your links up top will be a little bit different. This is taking a little long to there we go. So at the top here, if you press the button here, it'll bring down a drop down box and show you the options you can use. If you were to resize this for a phone, which is about this size right here, it'll look the same. So if I were to, so on a phone, you'll be able to click on these buttons pretty well. It'll be pretty big. And again, that top link bar will show up as a drop down instead of a navigation bar. I hope this helps you get started using Mileage Tracker. In the future, I'm going to have different reports coming out, and also functionality that will let me use this application to manage maintenance on vehicles. Also track fuel economy through the ability to record when you fill up your gas tank, and also record just everything. This application's main purpose is to be able to track a car's history from when you purchased it to when you either sell it or get rid of it or take it to the junkyard. Thank you for visiting today, and I hope you have a great day.